Hello and welcome to another Blue Rabbit World Tour. And no, it is not the World Tour of that big guy behind me. We've already World Toured that. It's so beautiful. But no, that's not what we're here to see today. What we're here to see today is the fancy house. Oh yes, it is finished. It is. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. No, ignore that. It is finished. Fancy house is done. I made a lot of jokes that it wasn't so fancy while I was building it, but in the end, it's pretty fancy. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do this kind of backwards from what we normally do. Normally, if I've got to build with an interior, I'll do the interior first, and then I do the exterior. But we're already out here, and to be honest, the interior actually has most of the more amazing stuff. So let's go from the little back area here. I'm still thinking of maybe putting a little path in here or something, but that's kind of not part of the build. And to be honest, it might never even be a thing that goes onto YouTube. Honestly, don't even know why I mentioned it. So the pagoda, last thing I built was this little pagoda. It's super simple, no like seats in here or anything. I was wanting it to be like somewhere like how can I put this? Like they might drag seats up here in certain days, but for the most part they'd just be like this. It's very cool. Lots of lots of these stripes for the lawns as if they've been freshly cut grass. I was very pleased with that when I come with that idea. I know it's been done in other texture packs and stuff, but it is new. It's a new thing for me. Lots of planters, lots of little gardens, flowers, lovely. Little tree line here, the back of this planter, and also if you like rummage around and get into the back here, you can see back here there's a little children's den, little child's den, and that actually goes out into the wilderness. Oh yeah, it's somewhere where the kids kind of like have those little secret parties and stuff, little secret kid parties. I don't know what kids do. I haven't been a kid for ages. We have a pretty what is this? A dark oak, some kind of dark oak tree. Did a little bit of editing, made it the root system a bit wider. But mostly it's just a spawn tree really. A lovely path, a lovely surround for the path, pond, very cool. I actually wasn't pleased with this when I first built it. I was like, nah, it's a bit too simple. But to be honest, now that everything kind of is been built up around it, I like it now. I think it works really well. It's nice and deep. We got detail in the bottom as well. We haven't messed about. You know, it's all legit, mate. It's all legit. We have a lovely shed. It took like almost an entire episode to build this shed as well. It's got some mess inside, as you would expect from a shed. But I wanted to make something that was, simple and shed-like, but not boring. I pulled it off quite well. I really like it. There's been no help on this, if you can tell, because every single block that has been placed in this build has been placed on camera in my World Series, my World. Sorry, what am I trying to say here? My Let's Build a Fancy House series, which I'll put a description to in the a description to a link to in the description, as you can watch this whole bad boy being built. That'll be fun. More planters and stuff. We got this porch. I really love this little area where you have your barbecues running. Barbecues a bit mental. There's some serious fire, but I like it. I think it's cool. Mostly use the old sea lanterns for lighting out here in various areas. Otherwise, there's not much. There's actually not a lot of lighting out here, but I don't know. I think it's cool. I don't want to put too much lighting in it anyway. I also I've never seen Fancy House at Night, so we'll do that before we finish this particular world tour. Right. Okay. So that's the back garden area. So if we come in, we've actually got a little side garden here. Shut the gate behind you. Don't want to let the tigers out. That would be dangerous. So we got a little eating area here, and I've lied to you. I just realised I did lie to you. I said that I had completed on this build alone. That is not true. In the very first episode, Haley was with me, and she built this tree, and it still just gets so overgrown. I actually tried someone said to me, put string under the vines, and I tried that, and it didn't work. It still just grows. This has been the last time I do this. But in quite a few episodes, I did end up cutting this stuff right there. Anyway, yeah, so a nice little kind of scruffy area in front, you know what I mean? Just somewhere, feels like a little secret garden thing. And the tree, which, as like I said, was built by Hayleyhedgehog, absolutely beautiful, really love that tree. We've got the front of the house, which is house shaped, lots of planters and such. Kind of very low detail in some places and high detail in others. But I like it. It's a bit different for me. It's a bit higgledy-piggledy. It is not the friend of people with OCD. I do realise that. I don't have trouble with symmetry and stuff. I'm okay with things looking a little wonky. This does because you got window, window, and then sideways window. I know that will drive some people insane, but I like it. So I apologise if that upsets people, but it's just the way it is. And then on the other side, we got a chimney stack, which I was so apprehensive about when I first built it, but now I love it. It's very different. It's a little bit mental, a little bit wonky. I do love my builds when they're a little bit wonky. And of course, more windows, more planters, and the like. I didn't have a proper look at this. There is, of course, the actual back of the house itself. More windows, more planters, and the like. This, of course, is also the only window that doesn't have a surround on it. It didn't. Oh, and we've got this one as well. They didn't quite work with the surrounds, like the window kind of eyebrows and such. It just didn't quite fit, but they still look, in my opinion, very very nice. And then of course we've got this side. This was a very awkward little bit here. Get rid of a few more of these vines so we can see what we're doing. Um, these four windows looked a bit dodgy at first, but now I'm very very pleased with them. There's a spooky man in there. Spooky man. We'll see more of him in a moment. And yeah, more planters, etc., etc. And the attic windows are very cool as well. Now um, this roof, I love this roof. It was such a weird one. It is quite a simple style. We do have three roof window. I don't think there's a window. Actually, no, there isn't a window there. We have one and two and three and four, five windows in the roof, which is unusual, but there you go. Chimney sticks out quite nicely. It's lovely. So yes, right. Now let's get on to the good stuff. This is the interior. This is the proudest interior I've ever made of anything I've ever done. So we've got big old doors, nice entrance, lovely. Let's have a look. We will start. Let's start in the kitchen because the stairs are in the living room. We've got a hallway, very simple, lovely. I will start by saying right now. There's a lot of seating in the windows. These people love to sit in window on the window ledges. It's just the way it is. I got a cool picture. I think that's my favorite Minecraft picture as well. It's very nice. I like it. And it's ginger as well, which makes me happy because I'm ginger. So we got a kitchen, shelves, storage. We've got these guys just to signify kind of jars and stuff. They are, of course, turned around, various turned, tasting zombie heads and cream heads and stuff like that. I think they work pretty well though. A table, lovely little sink, the drawers, oven, a place for cookbooks, lots of shelves for them. This, of course, goes out onto the patio that we saw earlier. And that is the kitchen. This is the basic style of lighting I went through throughout the house. I'm quite pleased with it. It works pretty well. It's simple. It's a little low down, but it's not the highest ceiling uh, house really. I think it's kind of it's one half block higher than the average survival house. A lot of people say the average survival house is supposed to be 3 blocks from ceiling to floor, so then you can jump in it basically. And this is a little bit higher. It's a little bit higher in here. I never noticed that. How did that happen? I'm not sure how that. Oh, okay. That's due to the lighting that there's half slabs there. Okay, so sorry about that. We do have a 4 block distance between the ceiling and the floor. That makes more sense. So anyway, living room, dining area. So living room and a little dining area. So here's a dining area. Very simple. Feel like that table, uber simple table, but it works very well. Oh, area to sit and chill, and look out over the plains. We're going to be doing a lot of builds on these plains as well. I think I fancy my castle build. That's going to be a let's build. Is going to be somewhere out there. So that'll be a nice view for this family. Lovely couches. Made used the nether brick as a kind of brown leather. I think that's worked quite well. And this here weird cushions are actually light sensors. Weird old world. Daylight sensors. That's the word. More bookshelves. So many bookshelves in this. Lovely big fireplace. Lots of these kind of shelves around, and a little book nook somewhere where you can kind of hide from the rest of the family. read a book. Lots of reading going on in this house. Got some shelves on the stairwell. Big, massive stairwell. I don't know why I went for such a wide stairway, but I really do like it. So it worked out in the end. A hell of a lot of space up here on this landing. A really big landing area. Liked it a lot. Struggled to what to fill it with, so I ended up with more book areas, obviously, and a fish tank, which I'm so incredibly pleased with. It'd be nice if we could get some fish in there, but this is Minecraft, and you can't put fish in fish tanks, sadly. Put squids in them, but it would need to be a much bigger tank, obviously. My lighting up here is a little bit more stony. I've got this little pillar here, which I quite like. What else? We need to keep moving, keep moving. We haven't got all the time in the world. We have the bathroom, which is probably my least favorite room, and it's still pretty good, pretty cool. We have to step up into it so we can make our toilet, because it needs to be half of the cold room. That works pretty well. And of course, we have the bath itself. I got a shower here and a little button that is supposed to represent taps, and of course some shelves, which are built straight into the. This is the chimney stack here. These shelves are built into. I'm quite happy with that little adaptation there. We of course have a couple of these around as well. These plant pots with bushes in, quite simple. Right, so the twins room is probably the most basic room. Still very cool. We got a picture of both twins, so you can tell the difference. I do that. There you go. This guy's always got his head to the side. He's very inquisitive, this guy. This guy's more chilled out. This one is like, what's going on over there? You know what I mean? I'm going to leave that out. That's like that for everyone. Haha. They have beds. I did want to do originally bunk beds, but I don't know why I didn't do bunk beds in the end. It's probably, the information for that is probably in the video that I did this room on, so go watch that, I suppose. Yeah, very simple room. It's a strange one. It's strange how simple that one is. But I do like it. Like I like everything about this build. It's one of the. What I'm trying to say here. This is the most fun I've ever had playing Minecraft. By myself, obviously. I have a lot more fun playing Minecraft with other people, but it's the most fun I've ever had building something alone on Minecraft. I really did enjoy it. So we're under the corridor, more places to sit and read, plants, etc. Fancy carpets, etc. We'll be going up this staircase in a moment, but let me quickly show you. Got a little under the stairs cupboard there, very nice. And here we have the master bedroom, or the mum and dad's bedroom. Master bedroom sounds a little bit intense, you know. It's the master bedroom. It's not even that big, really. It's quite a pokey little room. So we have a nice little surround, more books. These people don't have TVs. What else are they going to do? Got a lovely bed and cupboards and such. You've got these ones can actually be opened, and you can hang something there and put your shoes there. It's all very nice. Lovely. Got quite a nice view from the bed of the back garden. And if the kids are playing outside, you can sit on this and keep an eye on them while you read a book, so they don't like jump in the fire or anything. That's pretty cool. I quite like the idea of like sleeping with a window behind your head. I know that's probably terrifying some people, but I like the idea. It means you can kind of wake up to the sunshine. Like you wake up and instantly open the curtains. We don't have curtains in this, obviously, but instantly open the curtains and you're almost outside already. I quite like that idea. There is some seeds and the cobblestone stairs in here. Don't know why. Anyway, we're going to head up to the attic. So, attic, we have loads of storage, just loads of messy storage. I really went ham and cheese with this. Storage. And through here, guess what? More storage. All sorts of different bits and bats just to make it look crowded. It's where they stored all the junk and probably the oldest kids like childhood like baby toys will be in a box somewhere in here, and some of the photos and stuff like that, old clothes that they haven't got around to taking to the charity shops yet. That kind of thing. Nice, I like it. Took like a whole episode doing this, and I really enjoyed it. Even though it's just mess, I quite liked, enjoyed making the mess. And a couple of pictures on the walls, just cause really. Right. We also upstairs have been using the lanterns for light because I can. So this is the last room, and this is the teenager's bedroom. Because I think teenagers need attic bedrooms. They feel more cool if you've got that. We've got a lot of mess. We've got a little desk where he can sit and not do his homework, or her, his or her. I don't really. It doesn't really bother me which one. I got a little kind of thing here. I'm not quite sure what this is. I'm sure in the video it says. I don't know. The video for this room. There's a little area and stuff. We got a cupboard for all the smelly clothes, all the smelly teenager clothes. Lovely big bed. Lovely view. That's probably the best view of the garden from any window. Is probably this one. That is a very nice view there. And of course another window over here. Got a little crate. Don't know what's in there. Lovely magic cards. And male or female, whatever this kid is, this teenager likes to make clothes, and that's why there is a mannequin in the corner with some of the clothes he's made himself. Yes, and that is pretty much got nice. That's pretty lighting, quite pleased with it up there. That's pretty much the interior and exterior of Fancy House. Uh, World toured, and yeah, I'm very pleased with it. Like I say, one of my favourite things I've ever done in my whole life, ever, on Minecraft by myself. And there it is, the fancy house. Quite sad to be finishing it, really. I almost don't want to say goodbye. Like I say, I did enjoy building it so very, very much. But there's space for a new let's build on the channel now. And at the same time as being sad this one is over, I am very much looking forward to the next one. So at the end of every episode of Fancy House, I did sit right here or stand under the Hayley tree and say goodbye. So I think it's fitting that at the end of the world tour I would do the same thing. So yeah, thank you for joining this adventure, and I really do hope you join me for the next one. Bye.